just like an oven.
Bacon.
Okay.
Ready?
Cool beans.
And here we go. And welcome once again to the Dub Sessions. I'm going to spend the next 45 minutes or so listening to some classic reggae and some hot new dub music. Kick things off with the classic man, Mr. Bunny Wailer. Man About Town. Mr. Bunny Wailer. You know, there's a movie called Rockers from Jamaica that I highly recommend that everybody see. It's called Rockers, and it's filmed in Jamaica in the 70s, and it has everybody on there, all the great musicians of the time in acting roles. Everybody from Burning Spear to Gregory Isaacs, Jacob Miller. Time to rock out with some classic reggae. Roots rock reggae. Don't forget we're dubbing it out here at 108live.radio. I'll make you wise. Remember, folks, don't let life get you down, man. Whenever you're feeling a little blue, just remember you're a rocker and you can trot on through. Lift up thine eyes to the sky and chant to the Most High. All around the world. We gotta use this time to get together, man. Use this technology to bring us together. Closer and closer we become. Of one mind. One aim. One destiny. One heart. But we know it's dangerous when you play in this material world. So out in these streets, let's bring it together with some music. Kamosi.
World of reggae music on ya.
World of music.
Keep me rocking with me daughter. World of reggae music on ya. Never left ya, never know, sir. Now just be nice and hold your space. I won't entertain no more disgrace.
No, man, you can't entertain disgrace.
Out in the street, they call it murder. When rhythm's pressing out your head. The world of reggae music on ya. Keep me rocking with me daughter. World of reggae music on ya. Lord, I thirsty, give me water.
And you know, it's the truth, man. You know, as long as you got some music playing, you can get through the troubles that you find in life. That's why bhajan and kirtan is so important, because that's the stuff that'll keep you getting through this world to the next. You know, this reggae music is the gospel music of Jamaica. Chanting the names of God. Haribol.
Man showing how man feeling. Man singing goodness gracious I. 10,000 rhythms feeling. It makes the spider kiss a flying.
Oh, when that rhythm be peeling, it'll make the spider kiss a fly. Nobody can be enemies. Not when you're chanting the names of God, not when you're playing this gospel music, not when you're singing bhajan, kirtan. The spider will kiss the fly. Yeah, man, we can bring that together. Just have to extend that hand, man. Help your brother when you can. You know, you can love everybody without making yourself exposed, you know, or vulnerable to their, you know, tendencies that man has of using and usurping others. I love you, but sometimes I just can't mess with you right now. I gotta just plug my music and keep it pushing. Put my headphones on. Sometimes you can help people with a pat on the back or a kick in the bum. Depends what they need. So all you gotta do in life is hold your space.
I won't entertain no more disgrace. Out in the street, they call it murder.
Watch out for the man. .radio.
World of reggae music on ya.
So nowadays you need to watch out for these people, especially these people that think they know everything, eh? Like from the man Gregory Isaacs will tell you, watch out for Mr. Know-It-All.
Yes, Mr. Know-It-All. cat, you told me of the rat. Asked you of the hills, and you told me of the valley. Yes, Mr. Lord. You walk down the street and chat with everyone you
Yes,
meet.
Mr. Lord.
Always bragging boast and pretend you know the most.
Yes, Mr. Lord.
Sooner or later, I know a day will come when your own mind gonna let you down.
You know, sometimes it's easy to think that we have the information in the palm of our hand and we know it all, but hey, as long as you're alive, you're learning, eh?
No one at all listen to the words you say. What you gonna do when no one will hear to you?
Just remember, each one teach one. Iron sharpens iron.
Mr. No One
Sadhu Sangha is very important.
asked you about the gleaner, you told me of the sun.
And stay humble.
Yet you carry news where the name will fall. I asked you about the bus, and you told me of the car. I know, yes, I know that the day will come. No one at all will listen to you. Oh. What you gonna do? Tell me what you gonna do. No one will listen to you. Oh, Mr. No One, you don't know nothing at all.
Version of Mr. Gregory Isaacs. Dub selection without objection. like to come up with some of my next track with my good friend, Mr. Claudius Linton. The song is called Reach Out. Roots and culture.
Should ever be time. This is the time. This is the time. Should ever be time. This is the time. This is the time. When everyone wants to be free, like a bluebird in the tree.
Freedom.
Oh, roots, see what I mean.
Reach out and help the other man.
Blaze it cool.
The only time you should be looking down on somebody is when you're reaching out to help them up.
Cause a life you take today, you're gonna need it for tomorrow.
You can serve God by feeding people, hey?
To carry on. This is a time gathering little children.
Claudius. Man, reach out with the good vibes.
Should ever be time.
Babylon's reaching out enough with the negative ones, hey?
This is a time. Should ever be time.
Educate your brothers and
This
sisters.
is a time. This is a time when everyone wants to be free, like the bluebirds in the trees. Oh, roots, see what I mean. Roots, blaze it cool, stick by the rules. Oh,
Stick by the rules. Hey, Roots.
today,
Nature's rules.
and for tomorrow, for just a friend to carry on. This is a time gathering little children. Whoa, whoa, roots, I'm pleading to the nation.
Pleading, Roots man.
Don't expect your brother.
Sadhu Baba. Mr. Dennis Brown shall lead us to the promised land.
The promised land, going to the promised land. Yes, the promised land. Oh gosh, now to the promised land. Well, make a step down to Asmara. Then we stopped in Addis Ababa. Made our way to Shashamani land, riding on the King's Highway to the promised land. Going to the promised land. Oh gosh, to the promised land. Oh, to the promised land.
This is Dennis Brown with the backing band Aswad.
There's plenty of plans for you and I, by and by. Lots of food to share for everyone. No time for segregation in the promised land. Oh gosh.
This is the part of the program where we're going to go with some heavy dub. The Roots part is sorted.
That's the promise.
Get ready to bounce your head to the dub music.
Yeah. Said we're riding on the King's Highway from Cairo to Kenya. Made a stop in Asmara, then we made another one in Addis Ababa. The promised land, over to the promised land. Oh gosh, save the promised land.
Mr. Dennis Brown.
Yeah, the promised land.
He's there waiting for us in the promised land.
Then I said to myself, give a thanks for the prophet God. For he gave me the teaching so I could see the reality of my true being. And David said, the There's a lot of work to be done, oh gosh, in the promised land. Yeah, talking about the promised land. Yes, to the promised land. The promised land. Going to the promised land. Oh, the promised land. Oh, the promised land.
You just imagine the promised land. When you meditate, isn't that what you think about? Loka Vrindavan, by the side of the Yamuna.
Brother man, what are you doing for the promised land?
Krishna playing his flute.
Gotta take your step.
Radharani by his side. Oh, and all the gopis desiring.
There's work to be done. No, you can't run.
It's where we belong. In that eternal pastime.
So you gotta do it even a little by a little. Yes, the promised land.
Oh, it was so magical. Even Shiva wanted to go. So he turned into a little girl and he showed up. But all the other gopis was like, who's this stranger? Who's this stranger? And they kicked her out. Hey, Shiva had no power over the gopis and their desires, man. He had to go. He got chastised. So he ran away crying. Just until somebody took pity on him. One of the Sakis took pity on him. He said, hey, you can guard. Make sure nobody else comes through. You go sit over here. Clever way to get rid of her so they can continue their Leela. Just sublime, though. Sublime pastimes. Eternal. Full of knowledge. Full of bliss. Isn't that what we think about? Isn't that where we want to be? Sometime later, a girl from one of the neighboring tribes came out of her little hut. She went through the forest. And she could see all this red dew all over the grass. And she went down on the ground and smeared this red dew all over her body, her face, her breasts. Because all she could think about is how when Krishna and everybody was dancing, the red cum from their feet, the decoration would just paint the grass. She knew this was from the Almighty, absolute truth. She was lost in that ecstasy. So when you get down, think of that. Krishna's there, waiting to put you in ecstasy. And all you need to do is know his name. With something a little bit newer. This is dry and heavy. Dub the bong. your 4 regulative principles. And chant your 16 rounds a day. Let's manifest that peace we desire. You know, it's so easy to get caught up nowadays in today's politics in the world because, hey, it's going so crazy. We all know that we have the answers better than most of these politicians. And, hey, I just want to say, man, just take a pause. Take a pause for the cause because, you know, you need to spend your time and dedicate your energy more towards bhakti than towards banging your head against a brick wall. You know, you can bang your head against a brick wall long enough and you get through. Maybe. You might smash your brain, but you might get through. But if you dovetail your efforts with Krishna consciousness, then you know you'll fly above the wall and you won't need to bust through. You gotta take your God consciousness, your Krishna consciousness, and dovetail it with your material efforts. And seek not the rewards of your labor. Stop taking life so seriously, your material life. I think you'll be able to step back and enjoy it better. Be a little bit more detached. You know, this life is your movie. You're just an actor playing the part. But if you take it too seriously, how are you going to get to the next part, the next role? You'll be wanting to be stuck in this one spot, lamenting over all these temporary enjoyments and distresses. Let's come together with a little something better. Let's make it old and new. Next up. Little Aisha. Just reminding us that I'm not perfect. Neither are you. Neither am I.
Temptation, for I am perfect, Lord.
fall 9 times, you rise 10.
Perfect, no. I am not perfect.
Nobody expects perfection in this world. But if you strive for perfection, you may attain excellence.
I am perfect, no. I am perfect.
So it's important to have at least that intention.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. I am perfect, no.
Dubwise in your eyes. Those who strive for perfection or reach excellence, we call them the roots man. So we're looking for more people, we're calling for more roots. So says Mr. Danny Red, calling for roots. Call for the roots music.
They call and they call and they call. Yes, they call and they call and they call. Yes, they call out for roots music, and nothing cares.
When you can touch the root, you can reach the sky.
Sound, sound, build a sound. We come to build a sound, yes. Build a sound. We come to build a sound, sound. Build a sound, yeah. Moving over land and sea, just taking the roots with me. Come here and you 45 free, a bus in the city, yeah. And them skank and them skank and them skank. Yes, them skank and them skank and them skank. Yes, them skank and them skank for roots music and nothing else.
Deal with the roots, man.
Build a sound, we come to build a sound, sound.
A transcendental sound.
We come to build a sound, yes.
Hare Krishna,
Sound, we come to build a sound, sound. Build a sound.
the original black god.
Say, give me this ya dub and make me go on. The dance all onto the dance lawn. Rubber dub sound, it a play like a charm. People them a jump, but don't be alarmed. They might look possessed, but they mean no harm.
Haribo. I love that line.
Sound, we come to build a sound, sound. Build a
It might look possessed, but we mean no harm.
sound, yes. Build a sound, we come to build a sound, sound. Build a sound, yeah. I was on my way
Where to, Mr. Danny Red?
to a far and distant place
Far.
when they called out for roots music and nothing cares.
Because nothing compares.
And they call and they call and they call. Yes, they call and they call and they call. Yes, they call and they call.
For roots music.
And nothing cares. Over land and over sea, I just taking the roots with me. Come on here and you 45 free. A bus in the city, yeah. And them skank and them skank and them skank. Yes, them skank and them skank and them skank.
108live.radio.
And them skank.
The dub sessions.
And nothing cares. Build a sound, we come to build a sound, sound. Build a sound, we come to build a sound, yes. Build a sound, we come to build a sound, sound. Build a sound, we come to build a sound, sound. Build a sound, yeah.
Boom.
Nataniti woy, chili die hoy. Nataniti woy. I was on my way
Dubbing the roots.
to a far and distant place, knowing the
Aren't we all?
out for roots music and nothing came.
So far from home. But you gotta walk like you own it. Cause Jah's on your side. Who Jah bless, no man can curse. So trot on and bounce to the roots music. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Moving over land and sea, just taking the roots with me. Come here and you fall
Wherever you go, man, you carry God with you.
in the city.
Remember, he's right there in your heart, right next to you, right next to your soul. He's the one giving you that good advice. It's your ego the one that's giving you the bad advice.
We come to build a sound.
Because your ego is attached to the material life. It likes these things. It doesn't like the suffering.
To build a sound.
But listen to the good advice.
To possess, but they mean no harm. Build a sound. We come to build a sound. Build a sound. We come to build a sound. Yes. Build a sound. We come to build a sound.
Build that sound and break them chains. As we come up with the alpha stepper and the chain breaker.
Glory to the King and Queen. Glory to the King and Queen. Glory to the King and Queen. Glory to the King and
To all you kings and queens out there,
Glory to the King and Queen. Glory to the King and Queen. Glory to the King and Queen. Glory to the King and Queen.
to all the Babajis and Matajis. You know, you're your child's first guru. It's you that can lead them to spirituality, the absolute truth. Break those chains. Make your heart stop.
Glory to the King and Queen. Glory to the King and Queen. Glory to the King and Queen.
All you parents are kings and queens out there for your little princes and princesses.
There was a woman who was born with the wisdom of the sea. A woman who was born in the valley of the free. She died before she died and was again free. And now she sits in the shadow of a tree. Under the name of I and we, veneration to her name, I, you and we. Under the name of I and we, veneration to her name, I, you and we. Chain breaker.
kings and queens out there, dub it down, dub it up, dub it all around.
Glory to the king and queen.
The alpha stepper,
Glory to the king and queen.
breaking the chains,
Glory to the king
the
and
chain breaker.
Glory to the king and queen. 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 Glory to the king and queen.
Let's break those chains, man, so that you can send your children homeward bound. Break this cycle of birth and death and reincarnation, and listen to the sound of the creation stepper, homeward bound. Let's go back home.
Homeward bound, we need to be, just because we want to be free, whether we are weak or even strong. Come together and let's join hands, then we move to the promised land one day. One day, we will stolen away one day, taking aboard the massive ship we brought to this island where we were as slaves. We get no pay, day by day, in everywhere, in every little way, in every way, in every little way, in
Every step is a step back home. Or if you're not careful, just step right back here where you started. Dubwise. Let's dub ourselves back home.
Jah is the real deal. Ain't no matter what I mean. But I tell you this, I wanna say no matter what you do, I wanna say no matter what you shoot, I
So Iration Steppers meets Tenastalin. Jah is the real deal.
Evidence of his existence, I feel. Jah is the real McCoy, the fool he has said, there is the most high. Jah is the real deal. Evidence of his existence, I feel. Jah is the real McCoy, the fool he has said, there is the most high.
Jah's another name for God, peeps.
It stars.
We're chanting them names.
Who has
Jah!
I am so far out.
Rastafari.
It could only be the universal Father. Yes, he is the one with the true power. Jah never let us down. His love for his people will always be around. So let us enter into Zion gates, beholding angels singing thanks to his name. Jah is the real deal, evidence of his existence. I feel, yeah. Jah is the real deal.
You can feel God all around if we just pay attention.
There is no more.
That's where mindfulness really comes in.
But I tell you this, I wanna say no matter what you do, I wanna say no matter what you shoot, I say no matter what you steal.
Hey, Tenastalin.
Give thanks to His Most High, to Rastafari, to the Most High, to Rastafari, to the Most High, to the man of Babylon, to the Most High.
Jah is the real deal.
He was the man say,
I feel. Jah is the real McCoy.
real McCoy.
There is the most high.
in the place to nice up your face.
Me say back when me say false leader. Brrr, 'cause I hide and I work for Jah. Me say go where me say backstabber. Don't be no with no rabbit. Me say bother with no stabbing. Jaja is a winner. Me say that's a prophecy. Me say go where me say false leader. 'Cause I hide and I work for Jah. Love Jah, it want to be for the just be jolly. We go side to Rastafari, King Selassie. Babylon about to fall. Rastafari stand 10 feet tall in a hand, the rat is
The real deal. You know, in these days, you gotta look for a good example. I just trust everybody to go look at the example of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie, the first King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, elect of Jah, and light of this world. Emperor of Ethiopia, 1930 to 1975. You can trace them back to an ancient line of kings. From the ancient African civilization. So let's hear about that from Alpha and Omega. Ancient African civilizations. There's civilizations in Africa that go back thousands of years, man, that we forgot all about. We forgot all about these civilizations. They're in South America. They're in North America. Oh, we all know they're in India. I'm sure Russia and China's got some places that we don't know about. What just I hear about Antarctica harboring cities and lands under the ice. Come on, we want to mix the ancient and the modern together. How else are we going to finally get aboard the Starship Enterprise and fly like Star Trek? And have everybody represented. First off, you're not going to step foot off this planet for too far unless you've got the proper intention and God in mind. You're not going to get too far. You know, our bodies are built for this planet. We're born on this planet, the earth, the atmosphere, the gravity, the sunlight, all this is what makes us healthy. And if we lack that in space, well, you better come up with something quick. Easy to travel to other planets, you just can't take your body with you. The body stays, but the soul goes on. Just look to that knowledge from the ancient African civilizations that we still use today. I mean, you're aware that, you know, the Freemasons and all these other clever Illuminati type people, all just using the ancient Egyptian knowledge that they somehow got from the ancient Jews. Jerusalem, they went from Egypt to Jerusalem to the world via the Crusades. Where's Prester John? Doom. Dubwise. Ancient African civilizations. Alpha and Omega. featuring Nishka. Oh man, when they burned the library in Alexandria. They burned the library at Timbuktu. They burned the libraries of Tibet. They burned the libraries in India. They burned the Mayan libraries. And now we're just forgetful. But then they discovered it again. And they took it around Cape Horn. We're gonna move on with a little bit of Abshanti Cape Horn. The mighty Abshanti sound system. Shanti I with Cape Horn. This is Blood Shanti with Children of the Most High.
We are the children of the Most High, Selassie children.
I'm going to take this time to remind you you're listening to 108live.radio. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and of course our webpage. My name's Ananta Krsna Das, servant of the unlimited potency of Krishna.
Throw away your hatred and throw away your fear.
You can find me on YouTube on my channel, Ananta Krsna Das. I spell Ananta Krishna one word. Then on Instagram is Ananta Krsna Das with underscore between Ananta Krishna and Das.
So you can wake up to see a brighter tomorrow.
And of course, Facebook, I think, is just Ananta Krsna Das.
Some may say this and some may say that, but I know loving Jah is where it's at. Some people think it
Recording live here from ISKCON Santon,
we know it's deep down within.
broadcasting through 108live.radio.
Selassie children.
So please be sure to join us for the next exciting episode. We may or may not have video quality, but we got the tunes.
We are the children of Jah rainbow.
Hadi Bol.
Selassie